Okay, now we ready. I'm gonna let everybody come in. I'm gonna let everybody come in. Come in, man. This is a good show, man. I just want to make it right. That's all I'm doing. I got my good cigar. This is a vet. This is a legend in women's battle rap. Gotta do it right. So far, I got 26 people moving up in here. I need them likes, man. Hit them likes, man, so it can go further on the algorithm and people could pick this up. Hit the like buttons, please. Shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. I see y'all. I see y'all. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. There's going to be a special one, man. I'm just waiting for people to pull up, man. I'm waiting for enough people to pull up, say what I got to say, and we're going to get into this Shooney interview. You heard? While we on here, man, give me some questions you feel like you want to ask Shooney, because you know y'all are her fans, y'all her supporters. You know, I don't want to do this on my own. Let me know, some things y'all want to know about Shooney, or y'all was, always dying to ask but didn't have the opportunity. Let me know. I'll ask her during the interview. We gonna get to it. Check this out. I'm seeing a lot of things, man, that I'm not cool with. Speak on it, man. I'm gonna speak on it lightly. I'm not gonna go too heavy. First and foremost, the jig is up, okay? I'm seeing the word queen just floating all over the place. Different leagues, different spaces and places. Now, although I don't own the word, I've put in work for that word for the past 13 years. Shout out to me and my partners. We've been putting in work with the word queen, who nobody in the game wanted to use, but now out here using this motherfucker. Hold on. Let me tell you something. That's not a word for everybody to use. Just like I've been catching everybody trying to use the give it up for the ladies and try to nah, we not doing that. We not today. We not doing that, all right? Give it up for the ladies is a Babs slogan. You understand? Whoever's trying to use that needs to pay that woman. You understand? The word queen is a queen of the ring thing. Stop jacking it. Stop fronting. Y'all acting like y'all just using it. I marketed the motherfucker. How y'all using something I marketed? Y'all just jacking my swag. Like, this is crazy. Y'all need to chill, man. Y'all need to fucking fall back. Talk about everybody. No, I don't hold my tongue. Like I said, this is light. I can go heavy, but I ain't gonna go heavy. But I seen a lot of queen this, queen that. Yeah, come on, B. Y'all doing too much, man. Y'all just trying to I know what it is. Y'all like, yo, queen of the ring, they on the road, say such and such. You know what I'm saying? We gonna just start using they shit. Nah, stop doing that. Stop doing that, all right? Stop biting off my shit. You feel me? Make it the last time I say this, man. Been doing this for the past 13 years, 10 years, 11, 12. You know what I'm saying? Nobody was jacking that word queen. Everybody's like, that's queen of the ring. Now everybody want to use this shit. What is that saying? Flattery is imitation is flattery, whatever that cliche is. No, it's not. Knock it off. We here, man. We getting spicy early. I'm gonna have Suny the Rapper in here, man. We're gonna talk our talk, man. We're gonna say everything we need to say. She's a vet, she's an icon. in the women's battle rap world. Shooney has come up. You understand? And that's what it is, man. That's what it is. I ain't got too much to say. I'm waiting on you. I'm stalling it out. Stall them out, Debo. I'm stalling them out, just waiting right now and shit. But here's what I'm gonna do for y'all. I'm gonna give y'all a clip of her latest joint, getting crazy. Here's Suny the Rapper right here. Let's hear a little bit of these bars. She won the belt off of this right here. Shout out to Midnight Madness, my man Jack Boy. You know what it is, boy. Check this out, Suny the Rapper. Let's go.
I said Shooney versus Fendi Hope.
Booking.com helps you find and book just what you want.
Ads. Sorry for the ads. We ain't jacking the ads. Hold on. I gotta get my YouTube unlimited shit going on. Hold on for a second. Okay, here we go. Damn it, ads, get out of here. Embarrassed with the ads.
I should have had a bigger plate, but fuck it, we here now. One phone call, I shut all this shit down like a Twitter space. Surf, I'm really mad at you.
It does.
That was crazy.
Surf, I shouldn't have took this battle. I'm really mad at you. You would have thought this little roundaway girl would show a little gratitude. Instead, all I get is this Fendi bag and a bad attitude. Nigga, it's money on the floor. Nigga, it's money on the floor. And everything gets spit. Fendi will get sprayed soon as she walk up like, hi. Are you interested in trying our new scent? This bitch be acting invincible, like catching bullets with her teeth and something she could do. Face shot, bah! How that saying go? I guess she bit off more than she could chew. You lightweight. You lightweight. And I don't need no hitters. One punch, you're gonna see big Fendi buckle like a flashy nigga. And I got the juice. Watch me beat her to a pulp. They say God works in mysterious ways, but we still losing hope. And you changed. You got in touch with the spiritual world. Your mind, body, and soul was equally sound. Bitch, fuck that. I'm on demon time, and I'm not gonna stand up, bitch, down. Nigga, all Fendi's bitches is soft. And if my bitches pop, you won't be able to fend these bitches off. But I'm a GTA shit.
That's fire.
But I'ma chill. We ain't gonna jump her. I bet she won't do shit right now if I hit or bump her. Now Fendi in the trunk like Return to Cinder. She a tough little bitch. I had to break a few bones on Fender, Bender, and I could give two. And I could give two F's about you. Fendi, I will knock the designer right the fuck about you. And you be looking a mess. But I ain't here to body shame. But you do be looking sloppy. Besides, why would I body shame when I ain't never been ashamed of a body? The cat, like a BBL. I'll get surgical with this bitch. The cold work chest, the impact, I'll make a whole shape shift. Her arms be where her legs was at. Her head be in her lap. Her intestines and her spine. They couldn't tell her stomach from her back. I'm a big stepper. Turning heads when I walk in. Niggas know shoe cut from a different cloth like a moccasin. And you said, go. And you said they call you F squared. Bitch, that math ain't mathin'. What Av said, 40 over the 30 like an improper fraction. Well, I use numbers to solve my problems too. And to show my work, I just open the casket. And don't even think about testing my family. Bitch, you know the vibes. On guard, you cross my heart and it's hope to die. I got the cook this bitch. You cross my heart and it's hope to die. I got the surgeons in the back like Jesse Jackson. Keep hope alive. Bitch, everything Gucci. Ain't no way I was gonna let FN die. Don't get me wrong. You do got a pen, but you ain't fucking with me. You like the Fila collab. I had Fendi looking real regular in shoe company. I got a brand new 9. I had to customize the grip. It's only right. They gave Fendi shoe. I had to design the kick, and you be running your mouth. And you be running your mouth. Tell me where the honor in that. You be running your mouth. Tell me where the honor in that. I'll take a seaside and dump her. All they see was fin floating through the water like a shark attack. I got great aim. Bitch, I hardly miss. I called 40 lines. She said, go Boston with this shit. I go Fenway, then park her shit in you. put it in layman's terms for this fucking clown. Fendi'll get effed up if she don't sit the F down. I'm with all the antics. I'm well protected and I'ma stay safe. You got a set of twins? I'll pop up with my own like a play date. She'll get the blade work or I could spark a can. They gon' have to sew Fendi a new look like Dapper Dan. They gassed you into this matchup. It wasn't wise, Fen. I draw a pair automatically like a smart pen. You fucking with me? Bitch, you gotta be crazy. Nigga, I will off Fen and get rid of the baby. I really like that. I'm nothing like these other chicks. Daddy was a gangster. You had Legos. I learned math from counting bricks. I'm a real hustler. I can show you what to do with money. I would give Finn a key, but she be moving funny.
Without further ado, that was crazy, by the way. Without further ado, I'm going to bring in Shooney, man. Here we go. Yeah. Hold on. I got to get a better intro than that, man. Hold on. Legend, superstar, OG, vet, put in work, Suny the Rapper. Welcome to Conversations with a Queen.
Hi.
Suny, thank you for coming on short notice. How are you doing? I got the chat going crazy. They throwing hearts 100%. I don't know if you can see the chat because sometimes when I talk to them, I know you can see me, I can see you. But when if you ever can, you know what I'm saying? If you ever can, like I'm asking you later, try to get on something like, I guess, a laptop or something to see the chat. Cause,
I'm on the laptop. How I see it? Go on YouTube.
People are, yeah. And if you can, just turn down your volume on your YouTube joint so it won't be double. But,
okay,
yeah, man, they giving you your flowers, man. They out here giving you your flowers,
man.
Thank
you.
It's crazy. It's crazy out here. What's up, Suny? How you doing, man? Let me get a round of applause one more time for
I'm
Suny.
good. Thank you. Hold on. I'm trying to find it so I can see.
Yeah, go on the Queen of the Ring channel and go to the home page and you're going to see it right there.
I'm about to go there right now.
I got my special cigar for this interview right here because this is going to be a crazy one.
Wait, how do I turn it? Hold on. I'm trying to see how I turn it off. Dismiss. Skip. How do I turn it? Hold on. I'm trying to see. There we go. I muted it. Okay, now I can see it.
Say hi. Now, Suny can see y'all in the chat. Y'all can say hi to her now and shit. Y'all can lose your mind like y'all doing right now and say hi to Shooney, man. Let's go.
Like, hi. Shantae, Big David, Arsonist. I see you, Rhonda. Battlerap Twins, my girls. I see y'all. Oh, open up the spiders.
Shooney, tell me, you ready? You ready, Black Widow?
I'm ready.
that we go in a chronological order, man. Because, you know, I'm the only one I feel like can get to do this.
I know, right? You could go through the story.
Shooney, how did you come to be a part of battle rap? I want you to tell it from your mouth to their ears, your story on how you came to be here.
Because you annoying.
Everybody knows that already. You know what I'm saying? That ain't a secret, but go ahead.
So obviously everybody, well, majority of people know that I was a, studio rapper and shit. And I was trying to get on and everything. And I used to do like a lot of different shows and stuff like that. And then when I got pregnant with my older daughter in 2009 going into 2010, I had her in 2010, so I was pregnant in 2009. I was sitting out, I really wasn't doing anything. I was pregnant or whatever the case may be. And I was trying to figure out ways to get myself back into the game once I had the baby and everything. And then I don't know how DNA and I became friends on Twitter, but we were friends on Twitter. And he sent me a link to a battle. It was a battle of him and Rome. And so two things were happening simultaneously. As I was watching those battles, I started to get messages on Twitter from a guy who turned out to be V.O.D. I didn't know it was him at the time. I didn't know him. He just was sending me messages about battle rap, and I would just brush him off and stuff like that. So then I watched the battle of DNA and Rome, and I was like, oh shit, this is kind of fire. So I watched that. And then, after you watch one YouTube video, it suggests a whole bunch more. So then I just kept watching more battles and stuff like that. So, again, the other story going on the same side where Debo's keeps hitting me about battle rap. And I'm like, I don't want to battle. So finally I had the baby. DNA invites me to my live show that I went to, the first live show. And it was the Smack event where QB and Hustle battled on the same card as Arsenal and Hitman, right?
No. Not QB and Hustle, because QB and Hustle battled on Queen of the Ring.
I mean, not QB. I mean, E-Heart and Hustle. E-Heart and Hustle, excuse me. You said what?
No, I'm listening.
Oh, yeah, so E-Heart and Hustle. Yeah, so I get there, and all of the girls is there, right? So, I had seen QB. I don't think I seen E-Heart battle, but I seen what she looked like. And it was like Norma was there. It was like just a ton of girls. I remember seeing Sarah Connor, and I'm looking in my head and I'm like pointing these people out. And I'm like, oh, that's the girl. That's this girl. That's that girl. That's this girl. Whatever it may be. Yeah. So, and then when I got in there, I had never been anywhere where I was with so many like-minded people. And people that I didn't know was like punching me and grabbing me, loving the battles and shit. So we just hype off the energy. And I was like, wow, this shit is crazy. Like, that was so fire, right? So then again, he keeps hitting me. And then I finally go to my manager and I'm like, yo, I think I should do this battle because I'm not really doing nothing. It'll probably get my name out of there. And they was treating these girls like everything, you know what I'm saying? So, I finally hit him back and he's like, well, this is what it's going to be. And I don't know if you remember my exact words. I was like, well, I'll do it for 200. You at least got to get my hair and my nails done. You won't be paying nobody, but you know what? You asked, I'm going to do it. So I was like, all right. And then, he paired me with Norma, and I was like, that's crazy because I already was thinking about what I would say to her if I battled her.
Remember, this is 2010, y'all. 2010, 2011.
And I had already been thinking about not just her, but I had been thinking about what I would say to QB, what I would say to Hustle, E-Heart, all of them that was there. I'm like, what could I, say to them from that night? And then if y'all remember the Norma battle, I said, my gun click clack like the sound of her bracelet. She had on mad bracelets at the battle. And I was like, oh my God. And so that was like one of the lines that I used in the Norma Bates battle and shit like that because of what she had on at the battle and stuff. But it worked out from there. So that's how I ended up doing it because of DNA and Debo.
There you go. Here we go.
As a battle rapper.
Throwing shots at DNA, man. DNA, you always around, man. Nah, shout out to DNA, man.
Shout out to them for sure.
Yeah, he was definitely intricate in a lot of things, man, when it came to women's battle rap. He definitely was a big supporter of that.
Yeah, he was. And that's fire, he was.
Excuse me, I just got putting a hold on my cigar right here. Here we go. So, okay, now you in Queen of the Ring. Boom. Your first battle was
Norma
Bates.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Come on, Shooney, because I'm gonna tell it all, man. I'm gonna keep it 100 out here.
Let's do it.
Tell them, give them the story on how long it was taking for you and Norman to get on. And when I passed you by, you grabbed me and you said, "What?"
Listen, I don't remember the exact words, but I wanted to fight by that time. Like, I was so pissed. Like, you know, I'm like, come on, something about my outfit, I think I said, or like, come on, look at these bitches. Like, I'm standing around this skirt. Like, I was so mad, like, because I didn't really understand how it went, the ins and outs. Like I said, I had only been to one battle. And then we were supposed to be on the first ring card when they had the ring, but then, you know, shout out to Norma, RIP to her family member. I don't remember exactly who passed, but somebody had passed, so we didn't do the first battle.
Yeah, on pass,
yeah, so we didn't get to do the first card, so we ended up on the next one. And then when Debo was taking so long, and I say Debo, but I mean like the whole Queen of the Ring, it was hours already, and I'm like, bro, what is going on right now? So I was mad. I know I was on my ghetto number. Let me correct you.
Let me correct you. You grabbed me and said, "Listen, nigga, if I don't get to battle this next joint, it's gonna be a problem. I ain't getting on. You understand what I'm saying? Hurry up.
I did say
I
that.
got shit to do." And then
I did say, yeah, I was and that's when Debo was like, "Hey, yo, don't talk to me like that." And he was like, "Be quiet. I don't let nobody talk to me like that." And then he was like, "Nah, I got you.
I said, "Nah, I got you.
He was like, "I can't let them see you punking me like this. I got you.
Listen.
He put my ass on next, though. He knew I wasn't playing with him.
Listen, you and Norma battle was special to me. I'm going to tell you why.
Oh, that was so good.
I wanted to market women as women, not male battle rap dudes. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure, you know, somebody could spit a punchline and shit like that, but I wanted Queen of the Ring for the women.
Facts.
What y'all got to say to each other. Because there's things that women can say that men can't say. You feel what I'm saying? Get that guy, whoever that is, get him out of me. So now you and Norma was important to me because y'all was like spitting some women shit at each other.
Right.
Y'all had to look at, yo, we're grown. We ain't playing around. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like my eyes was like big sources, like, yo.
I think that was probably one of the first sexy battles, whether people want to admit it or not. You know what I mean? Norma was dressed, I was dressed. Like, I think, you know what I mean? That was one of the first, like, okay, here they are, two females. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So with that said, that battle was fire. When I put it out, everybody got to understand where the hell I was coming from finally. Because I did get battles, obviously, but I wanted Queen of the Ring to have a certain look, a certain sound, a certain fan base, and that was it. That told the story. You know what I'm saying? So I say all that to say this. We're going to go towards what was your next battle, but I say all that to say this. Remember when I was telling you, I said, yo, Shooney, we need some women shit in here. That's why I'm like bringing you. Like, that's why I always see you as you the Black Widow and all that. You know what I'm saying? You came across a certain way. You came across girly. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want them to wear the jeans and the you know, like looking like dudes. I want them to look like ladies. And that's what you bring to the table and whatnot. So I appreciate that battle from you and Norma. Shout out to Norma Bates as well, too.
Thank you. That's still one of my favorite battles.
Everything has a story, man. What was your next battle? Because, you know, I'm old and I forget a lot of things.
I want to say it was.
Was it Farrah? It was Farrah?
Yeah, it was Farrah.
Okay, it was Farrah. Shout out to my chat, man. I can't do nothing about the bots, but, you know, I'm talking to Shooney right now. Y'all can handle it. Okay, you and Farrah, the quote-unquote friendship that started it all. You know, this, and from your mouth to their ears, once again, I don't want to tell your story. I'll let you tell your story. How did it happen? Let's go.
So, the next event that you had, Farrah battled, Who did she battle? Because I wasn't there. That's when she had
she battled Shayna Ashley before you.
Yeah, she had the pink pants on. I think she had the flip flops on or whatever. And she said something about me in the battle, and I hadn't had 2 words with Farrah. Like, I don't know. I didn't even know her like that. So at the time, the only person that I was cool with that was a female in battle rap was QB. So I didn't come to that event. If you remember, I went to see my dad. That, you know, been around from the beginning of the time. You know, my dad was incarcerated. And so we had went to PA. And when we used to go on the trips, we had to go on a weekend trip. So I wasn't there, whatever the case may be. And then when you go to the Fed, you can't take your phone inside or whatever. So when I got out of the visit, QB had blew my phone up. She like, yo, is that popping mad shit? You gotta get it, yo. You gotta kill her. I'm telling you, you gotta blah, blah, blah. So now, at the time, I had recently had Rex and I had fallen out because we used to date or whatever the case may be. So immediately, when I, looked at my phone, QB was on there, he was on there. And I figured that it was something that he set up, that he did, because Farrah was a part of Dot Mob at the time.
Right.
With, Zip 'em Up / Dot Mob. So she was around Rex and Shine or whatever the case may be. And I felt like that was some shit that he had set up. So I immediately was mad. Like, I mean, boiling. So I called his phone and I was black and I'm like, why the fuck would you tell that bitch this ain't my name? I'm a killer. Watch, I'm telling you, I'm a smoker. And he's like, being Rex, you don't want those problems with Dot Mob. You don't want those problems. I'm telling you, that bitch is a bulldog. She gonna smoke you. She gonna smoke you. So I immediately called Debo and I was like, set it up, and just hung up. Like, and that was that. He knew exactly what I was talking about. He knew who I was talking about. And, we weren't signing no contracts or nothing like that. So once, we said it.
Relax, Shooney. You're telling too much. Relax with leave the business part away. Come on. We all know.
I mean, it is what it is. We was home. So niggas we didn't have all that. So once we set it up, it was set in stone. You understand?
That's a fact. That's a fact.
As soon as I got off the phone, it was lit. You know what I'm saying? I was writing and I was ready. Like, so.
And the crazy thing is, for y'all, a fun fact. This is when we transferred from the Grind Season channel to make our own Queen of the Ring channel. Because for those who don't know, there was a hack on the King of the Ring channel, and a lot of those battles got deleted. So we said, hell no, we give Queen of the Ring their own channel. So I did that. I made the channel, and I put it there. But when we started the channel, we only had 15 minutes.
Yes, that's why the battle was split in half.
Right. We was back in the days, 2010. You could only get 15 minutes a clip at that point in time. They didn't have a longer time frame for uploads on YouTube. So we had to make, battles started to get longer because we was able to fit a battle within that 15-minute time frame. But battles were getting longer. Y'all was the first battle ever to be split in half like that, right? So we had to break it into a 2-part. You know what I'm saying? So people was just waiting. You know what I'm saying? If you remember, I don't know if people remember back then too, you already used to do the same thing. They just put 1 round, then 2 rounds, then 3 rounds. But with us, that was the first Queen of the Ring battle with Shooney and Farrah. When I say first Queen of the Ring battle, I mean first Queen of the Ring battle on the Queen of the Ring YouTube channel that you're watching as of right now. Battle was crazy. Now you had that infamous line. respect to your significant other. You know what I'm saying? We love him, my man Fetty,
Yeah, the rebuttal was nasty.
Now, we need to ask you, as supporters and fans of Shooney the Rapper, was that off the top? Or you had that pre-written ready to go? Like you knew it was coming? Like, give us the story. What's up?
No, so QB was like, you should be ready. And I always give her props for telling me that you should be ready to rebuttal. You know what I'm saying? So I had an idea that I knew I needed to say something, but was it like pre-written? No. And I just started pulling things while I was there. I thought about it prior to, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, oh, if she say this, I'm going to say this. But it was like right in the moment of, all right, DNA is right there. And this person, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was able to just pull names and piece it together right then and there. But I knew I had to say something and be ready. Because I'm like, you know, the rumor was she was messing with Sean or whatever the case may be. And then me being, you know what I mean, had messed with him. I knew she was going to bring it up. I knew she was going to get personal. And for whatever reason, people pegged me a personal rapper from the first battle. And it was like, I made all that shit up about Norma. I didn't know Norma like that. I seen no one of that.
Right.
Anything I said about her, I just made up. It sounded good though. Right. You know, I'm very convincing, but I was just making shit up. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So they figured I was personal. So I'm like, all right, I'm sure she's gonna get personal. And that was something that me and QB talked about. You know, prior she was like, yeah, you need to be ready or whatever, but it wasn't an actual written. It was, you know what I'm saying?
His was crazy. What a lot of y'all not actually getting when it comes to Shooney. A lot of girls at a pivotal time in Queen of the Ring became blueprints and standards of who to follow. A punchliner, a schemer, such and such, whatever. Shooney was like, had a blueprint that a lot of girls followed behind her. Shooney was damn near what Queen of the Ring was about. Like, a lot of people, whether good or bad, was like, well, Queen of the Ring is on, don't go, they're all about personals. Like, they'll get in your business and say such and such or whatever. Like,
right. And it's weird that when people talk about like personal shit, they don't go back and be like, yo, even though it was on accident, like Shooney started a lot of the, you know what I mean? Like the personals and stuff. I know, you know, Hustle and E Hart got personal or whatever, but like, that was like, you dug up somebody's stuff or whatever, but we literally was giving out like, oh, you fucked this person. Right. Oh, I did this. Right. I did, you know what I'm saying? Like it got real spicy.
It was fun. People was like, yo, what the hell? Like we was damn near the reality show trained before the, you know, like we was on par with the reality shows. You had to watch Queen of the Ring to know who's who and who's doing what.
Literally bringing the people out, and it's like, you know, you don't want to talk about the downfall or something, but like they don't give Queen of the Ring enough respect. The ladies, like, we erased a whole chapter. Like, you never heard from King of the Ring ever again. No disrespect, but niggas was gone, bro. Like, they was just gone. Like, they was just done.
They just disappeared.
And we had all the heavy hitters coming to see us. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody was coming. It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. And then, you know, Farrah and I, it got a little heated during it. And a lot of people, what's crazy, you should really upload that battle again in its entirety.
I'm gonna do that.
You know what I mean? Because at first a lot of people was like, well, where's the rest of the battle? Who won? What's it? And then you had to literally be like, no, there's another part. You understand what I'm saying? Because it was just weird that you had to go and look at the other piece. And I'm like, a lot of people, and they had different views. So you clearly could see that the first part.
That's really a million view battle if you want to keep it 100. Like if you put it together, I think it's damn near close to 1 million views and whatnot.
Yeah, man. Absolutely.
Yeah. That was our spiciest battle to date. Because respect to QB, QB was definitely the disrespectful one. She had disrespectful bars, but your shit was like in a personal disrespectful realm. Like you was kind of on par with that. Like the one thing you gave up was your own, like, I'll throw myself in the fire just to get this bar off. And we was like,
this bar. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that was it. That was one of those. Like,
and then off the rip, every battle you did after that was like, Shooney. We got to see Shooney. I like Shooney. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the mature women or just women that, you know, with families and stuff, like they was in tune with you. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't, it didn't go from little girl, we ain't seen this little 16, 17-year-old, 20-year-old, we want to see Shooney. You know what I'm saying? Not because you was young back then too, but you just carried yourself a certain way and shit like that. And that was I wanted different, you know, palettes of females.
But that's exactly what made me keep doing it, because after like the Norma battle, people were coming up to me like, oh my God, you from Queen of the Ring, you know, and then when the Farrah battle came out, it was out of here. You understand what I'm saying? Like my outfit was iconic, my hair, and people were just running down.
We're going to get to that. Hold on, we're going to get to that. Let's not go to that.
I'm just saying why I stayed with it. I was like, yeah, there's no way that I'm really gonna go back to the industry.
Right. But let me tell you something about this though. The reason why I picked you, it wasn't just random. Like I knew specifically what I wanted. But you was an artist first, and you was fire. Still, like you had a distinct sound. You like I said, the Black Widow thing was all fire. Like, you know, I know Jay, who was your manager at the time, was like pissed at me and shit. They're like, yo, I don't want you to be a battle rapper. You gonna be this rap, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he used to be so
and
upset.
The crazy thing is, I remember putting you, Matrimony, that thing Rain,
What?
in a radio show, and I had to freestyle at the end. Your shit was crazy. Like, yo, Shooney gets busy. On the beat, Shooney gets busy. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we was all that's getting it at the time, man. We ain't know what was gonna become of us, you know what I'm saying, years later. And, you know, thank God it was for the better for it, you know what I'm saying, because you've grown. And this is the part of the show that I want people to understand. We're gonna in a chronological order, you know, come up with your career from A to Z, if you will, as much as we can. So your next battle, well, let's just put a cap on that battle with you and Farrah. Friends, I wasn't friends in the beginning, obviously, but after the battle, can you tell us what, you know, tune us in?
So what happened after the battle, so I don't draw it out, but that's when Debo did they did the tryouts, and they asked some of the girls if we come out, and we like, for sure. That shit was in West Bubblefuck. I think we took 8 trains, 4 buses, and a boat we did the tryouts.
Damn sure did.
And then, so it was far, right? Mad far. And we get there, and, you know, this is where you get your Tories and stuff like that from, and it was dope. And all the girls started vibing while we was in there, whatever the case may be. And, you know, me and Farrah said our little, hey, what's up? And then, you know, all of us sat in the same area, started, you know, cracking jokes and stuff like that. And then when we were about to head back to the train, I think only Farrah and I were living in the Bronx, and we were living not too far from each other. So we had to literally go, you know, deep. So a few of us walked to the train together, and then we ended up, you know, getting on the train, whatever the case may be. Farrah and I sat together, and then after, I think it was 2 other people, they got off the train fairly quick, and we still had about an hour and a half to go. And then, you know, we sat next to each other, we were talking, cracking jokes, and it's like, oh, you know, you have any kids? And she's like, yeah, my son, I think Jamil was at the time like 1.5, maybe 2,
right,
something like that. I think 2. And I'm like, oh, I got a daughter, whatever the case may be. And then it's like, where'd you go to school? Where'd you live? Da da da. And then we just kept answering a lot of the same questions. And they were almost like the same thing. Yeah, happened to you. Yeah, me too. And then it was almost like, you know, we always laugh and say it was like stepbrothers. And it's like, did we just become best friends? Yep. And, you know, we exchanged numbers. And I'm like, you know, she got off first. She's like, I'm like, text me when we get home. And it's the same for me. She's like, cool. And we called each other when we got home. And we literally never got off the phone. From that day, we stayed on the phone. Damn near 24/7. If we wasn't on the phone, we was texting, and we just became like that. And I want to say it was overnight. It probably was like in 48 hours that we were like, oh nah, this is my friend for life type shit.
Still to this day.
Still to this day. Yeah.
Copy.
I want to strangle her right now because we got a 2-on-2 on Friday, but that's neither here nor there.
At home, shout out to Scotty and Beretta Blaze, man. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to them.
Okay, next battle was right after you
Matrimony.
and Farrah. No, wasn't you in Matrimony yet?
Yes, it was.
It was the 2-on-2. Matrimony was a little bit after.
I skipped the 2-on-2. I'm sorry.
Matrimony was a little bit after.
Yeah. No. You're right.
Yeah. So the 2-on-2, the classic, the one that went a milli. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to that. Hold on.
I don't know how you picked them two or put them together, because I didn't really see them as being friends. I felt like that was like a match.
I'm gonna keep it 100. It was a little bit of combination of me and Dawn Lady picking that situation and whatnot, because I think I had Dawn Lady as somebody else, and she was like, "Nah, Debo, that ain't gonna work. We should get Dutch such and such." And I was like, let's roll with it. You know what I'm saying? And I told y'all, and you was like, all right, cool, whatever, let's get it. So,
yeah, but you know, I never really say no.
Right.
And at the time, Farrah was with all the smoke too. So
right.
Yeah, it was really not that.
this is the Jada and Styles, if you will, combination. Like nobody. This is actually let's put a bow on this like this. This was the first ever 2-on-2 women's battle in the world, probably on camera ever. Like I don't even have heard no 2-on-2 anywhere off camera. So this was historic.
Yeah, with 4 females, me either.
Historic.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, let's talk about the outfit, man. Shooney came out with the outfit of the year, and it was crazy, man. Y'all bumped some spice, man. Y'all turned it up once again. We was in Judah's Boxing Gym. Shout out to Judah's Boxing Gym up there in Brooklyn. We left from the Bronx.
Yeah.
We was in Aaron Davis Boxing Gym. We went from the Bronx and we elevated a little bit more. Shout out to Bab. She found that spot. And we was in Judah's Boxing Gym. And this 2-on-2, man, was historic like a mother. You know what I'm saying?
It really was.
Talk about it.
So when we talked about it, we did a little research, and I think there was only like 2 battles of 2-on-2s. It was something with Marvin Quest. I want to say they battled Thesaurus and somebody else with long names. But that battle was fire. And their strategy was more of I rap a little bit, you rap a little bit. I may rap 1 round, you may rap 1 round. And then we looked at the direct and direct and I don't know if he says direct or direct, whichever one. Mm-hmm. And Gaddis versus QB and Swave. And their strategy was pretty much almost the same thing. So then we were like, well, how are we going to be different? You know?
Right.
So then we started to write and we were like, let's go every other line. Mm-hmm. And then that was fire, but it wasn't enough for us. And then we was like, no, we about to do in and out words. And I was like, at first I'm like, yeah, you're crazy. And then we tried it for like, probably like 5 minutes. And I was like, you're a genius. We gonna do it. We started going and we were on the phone 24/7. Like literally fall asleep with the phone in our hand, coming up with ideas and just practice. If I wasn't at her house, she was at my house. We would cook and have the babies go to bed and do our thing. And then, I'd go over there. We literally.
The friendship was blossoming.
Yeah. Eat, sleep, battle rap. You understand what I'm saying? So we just was going so crazy with it. And we would perform and practice for anybody that wanted to hear it or that was at the house. So if my brother was home or my cousin came over, something, we was performing it. If we was at her house and her sister came over, like we would just jump right into it. And then we would call each other and be like, first line. And then, you know what I'm saying? We would just start and pick up a spot to go. So we were just wilding with it. And it was just so much fun. And then I'm like, listen, you're sexy. You gotta play off of that. Like you are very, very, very fucking sexy. And she's like, nah, I don't really like looking like that and da da da. And I'm like, yo, you gotta listen to me.
Come on with it.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm like, you have to play off of that. Like, I don't want you to not feel comfortable, but you are what people are looking for. You know what I mean? Like she rapped harder than me. So I'm like, if you just put some like swag into your shit and put a little, you know what I'm saying? You gotta bang in that shit. And I seen it because we were just doing something. She took her shirt off and she didn't really have no stomach. You know what I mean? And she had a nice shape. And I'm like, why are you always dressed like a nigga? Like I was trying to be, you know what I mean? I was trying to be nice. I'm like, fuck, we friends. Bitch, why you always dressed like a nigga? Like you look crazy. So, let's get, you know what I'm saying? And she was like, all right. And I was able to, get her in her little black and white pants and her cute little top and everything. And from there, it was history. We came out looking so good. I wish we would have matched because our colors was all over the place, but we both looked so good.
But they was dope, though. It was dope. It was dope.
To our individual style. You understand what I'm saying? And then Don and Tori was looking like something. So it just made a great battle,
Shooney.
Yeah.
You can't gloss over this. In your mind, while y'all was doing this, did you feel historic? Did you feel like, yo, like Queen, not only this us, but Queen of the Ring, us as a family, we got something here. Like we did, this is just rolling. Because when you look left and you look right, that place was packed.
It was. I don't know if the word is historic, that if I would put on it, but I knew we were doing something huge. Like I knew we were doing something really big that was gonna break through barriers, that was gonna transcend forever. I knew, Farrah and our name was gonna get the I guess clout that we deserved, or the status and everything, because obviously Queen of the Ring was still big. This was like the fourth event, and although they were packed, this was the first sellout. This was, the first people there way before the event started and stuff like that. Like, we jam packed that place, and people were flying in. Like this, I think that was the first time the fans had flew in from Africa and stuff. Like it was. I was like, Africa, like
Africa.
Wow. Yeah, like Shorty was on the plane mad hours, like half the day. And I was like, wow, like that was when I knew, like, nah, this is something right here. This was something.
Yo, do you still got that outfit?
No, I don't have the dress anymore. I don't.
Because
I
those
gave it
things
away.
you could sell on eBay. Or, like,
I know. I
put
gave
them
it
on
away to a fan. I gave it away to a fan.
Hold on. Don't.
I wish I have, at the time we weren't recording everything. I wish I had recorded it and everything, but I didn't. But I did give it away to a fan. I should have kept it, but I gave it away.
Nah, it's all good, man. That was dope. So whoever's out there, man, you got that Shooney outfit, man. Put it on a plaque.
I know, right? Shout out to her.
Shout out to her.
But you know what? I do that a lot of times with a lot of like my little battle outfits and stuff like that. I be giving them away.
Here's a little fun story about that 2-on-2. That 2-on-2 was so much happening. It was me. I was still editing at the time. I was still editing the battles, putting them together, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Brad and Proper and Mateo. They was helping filming and stuff like that, but they gave me the footage for me to edit and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I hated that shit, editing these things and shit, because it took me so long. It took me so long to render and export that particular battle. I don't know why, but I remember. That
battle was super long, too.
Right. I remember pulling up to a UW event, and I seen you and Farrah. Mm-hmm. And here come Farrah like a chihuahua. Why the fuck up, battle ain't nothing? You fucking up. And you over here at the fucking battle. You should be over here home with. I was like, Farrah is rendering.
She had her finger all in your face.
You had to snatch her like, Farrah.
Yes.
Relax. He's going to have it up there. I was like, oh my God, thanks, Shooney. I'm out of here. Pew. So, as soon as it came up, pandemonium. Like, people was like, it was just catching views.
But you know what? Views. I wasn't even mad, because I had seen the bigger picture of it. Because when we walked into the UW event, Tretch was there, and he was on the mic. Him and Star from Star and Buck Wild. And they both was like, oh, we got some of the girls from Queen of the Ring in the building. Shout out to Suny the Rapper and Farrah Funeral. And in my head, I'm like, that's fucking Tretch from Naughty by Nature. Bro, I grew up on OPP. Like, what? So I wasn't mad about nothing. You could take your time, bro. You already did what I needed you to do. How does Star from Star and Buck Wild and Tretch from Naughty by Nature know me by face?
Right.
That's crazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I wasn't worried about a thing at that point. I'm like, wow, this thing that already did, you know what I'm saying? It already did so much for me.
Right.
At that point. So.
And now the battle after that, it wasn't matrimony. It was somebody else.
Who? No, it was matrimony. I ain't battle nobody after that.
It was a long period in between that time that you battled.
It was. It was a very long. Because remember, I didn't. You had an event in between that, but I didn't. Remember, I wouldn't battle on every card. That was just something that I was doing, because I was still staying focused on my music and following, what my manager told me I needed to do and everything. I was trying to make everybody happy.
That's what he was contemplating on battle rapper artist.
Yeah.
Battle rapper
artist. I wouldn't do. I'm trying to pull up my verse track to make sure that I don't skip anything. But I didn't want to do every event.
Hold on, Shooney, because you sound like a robot a little bit. Bring yourself out and come back in just to make sure the audio is good.
All right. Hold up.
No, matter of fact, you said you sound good. You can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, we good. Okay, so I remember Farrah battled Matrimony. You know what I'm saying? She battled Matrimony, and Matrimony, I guess it was trying to call you out or something. And at a point in time, Farrah took her wig off. It was a crazy battle between her and Matrimony. But in the third round, you came in, and
I jumped out,
and the building went. The roof was like, we looked up and the roof was off. Like, hi, how the fuck they ain't got no roof in the ceiling? And they was losing their mind, and that's the battle. Obviously, everybody wanted. You know what I'm saying? Now let's keep it 100, Shooney. You know what I'm saying? We on peaks and valleys, Shooney. Peaks and valleys. You and Matrimony. Did you think you won that battle?
I didn't think I won the battle until people told me that I won the battle. Because I knew I didn't take that battle seriously.
Okay.
So because I had just hold on.
You looking at that verse tracker, right?
No. Farrah just texted me.
Okay. Shout out to Farrah.
Yeah. No, so I had just fallen in love. I wasn't really focused on anything, whatever the case may be.
Like real love? Like for real?
I had just got promoted to manager of my location at Best Buy. So it really wasn't a main focus for me, but I knew once I jumped out in that battle, I had to do the battle. You know what I'm saying? And but no, I didn't really think that I won because I believe I messed up a little bit. I stumbled a bit. I haven't watched that battle in years, but people were coming up to me like, yo, you smoked her. And they was talking about me calling her, somebody's drunk mother. Like they were quoting, and she didn't really have too many quotables. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
The fans was the ones that really told me, nah, you won it. Because I was counting that as a loss. And they was like, no, you won. And I was like, oh,
I like
okay.
That.
Won. You know what I'm saying?
You can't go against your fans, right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But in my opinion, no, I don't. I mean now, but I didn't feel like I won. I was like, yeah, that wasn't my best. And that was the first time I was like a little disappointed in myself or whatever the case may be. So I was really upset after that battle. And that's when I learned that out of all people, Farrah can really calm me down because I was pissed. Like I was so mad. And, she was able to like calm my nerves and shit like that night or whatever. But, I let the people tell it. They was like, no. And you see that battle is a meme. My most popular memes are from that battle. You understand what I'm saying? Right. So, I don't see her on any memes, so I won.
let me go here because I don't want to forget this. This is very important. All through this time, me and you, we always talk on the side about things and stuff. I want to throw this applause right now. Because this is important to me. This is important to me saying this. Shout out to your pops, man. Your pops got out. And you was a pivotal part in keeping him sane and holding him down.
Fact.
For years. Like you very, very adamant on making sure his mind was okay and he's loved and everybody is gonna be all right. He's gonna get out soon. Lo and behold, that man has been out for a good couple of years now, right? Like close to a year or two, something like that.
This next February make 2 years.
Okay, it's self-explanatory on how you would feel. But give us, us, a Queen of the Ring family. Give us the feeling from when he came out that gate, and how you felt genuinely. So.
People that follow me and watch know that originally my father was supposed to get out on the 2nd of February. And we threw like this big party at my mom's house. We pulled up the speakers, we was DJing. Shout out to Farrah, she in here. It just was everything. We cooked food, my mom got dressed, and my baby was 1 month, so we all outside and everything. Fuck COVID, we out here. We, waiting for him. And then somebody went to go get him, one of his friends. And then he got there and he just was like, they won't let him out. And we're like, what? And, you know, we just cut the live, and because I was on live, just cut the live and was like, I'm out. And I just didn't say anything to anybody for 3 days. So what happened was my dad, you know, he had his stuff packed up. He had gotten a pardon from the judge, and they were let him out or whatever the case may be after serving 35 years. I'm about to be 37, so almost 36 years. So they were letting him out. And then when he got to the door, they were like, you're not cleared. You have another case that you still owe 3 years on.
Right.
And they just called my mother, right? The feds called my mom, and they were like, yeah, he's not coming out. My mother was like, well, can you tell me what's going on? And they were like, no, we're not at liberty to explain anything.
Crazy.
Have your lawyer or his lawyer contact you. And they hung up. That was it. So my mother just broke down crying, you know what I mean? As we seen year after year after year after year, we were heartbroken. And we didn't know what to do. We didn't know what to say, who to call. There was no answers for anything. And then the next day, the lawyer was like, oh, they're going to let him out, send somebody up here to come get him. My sister was up there. And the very next day, they told her, no, nobody said he was getting out. You got to leave the parking lot. So at this point, I'm just like, I'm not saying anything until I see that he is out indoors. Like, I'm not celebrating. I'm not doing nothing, whatever. So 3 long days. Then finally, my dad, the same judge that gave him the first pardon, wrote another emergency pardon to get him out from the second case. But now he had to come out on papers. Before, he was free and he wasn't on anything, so he had to come out on papers or whatever the case was. So then they called us back, and they were like, he's getting out. You need to be here before 3 o'clock or he stays another night. So my sister was at work, just dropped everything. Lucky thing, she worked in Manhattan. She dropped everything and she was able to get there in 2.5 hours. And then they were calling the house like, he's out. And I was like, nope, y'all got to FaceTime me, because if I don't see him, I ain't respecting it. Like, nope. So when they FaceTime me and I finally got to see that he was in the car, I just broke down crying. And then as he, pulled up, they called like, oh, we're about 5. But we didn't do the whole, like, we were still hyped on the 5th, but it wasn't like the 2nd. We didn't pull out the music. Ain't nobody cooked dinner, nothing like that. Just wanted him to come home. And then, I had never seen him walk on grass, on the real ground, no nothing. Every time that I seen him, we were in a visiting room. You know what I'm saying? And what are y'all saying in the comments? What do y'all want to read in the comments? Somebody's saying something in the comments, but I don't know. But yeah, so I had never really seen him on, land, basically. Like, it was weird for me. And then, as y'all can see in my live, I just broke down crying, as he walked in the door. And it was just amazing that we lived in a home, a better house, because Mount Vernon was rough, coming up in Mount Vernon. We now live in Connecticut, big house, full backyard, green grass. And, we got several cars, we got businesses in the family and stuff like that. So it was nice. Hi, sweetie. That he was, we were able to have him come home to something, you know what I mean? Right. Come home to things that he can enjoy at this stage in his life. So I was just super excited about that. And then me having 3 children and a husband, he had never been able to meet Fetty.
I love it.
So, he was able to meet him. They spoke on the phone and he was able to give his blessings and stuff like that. But to actually have him meet my husband. And then, I was just so excited that I have my children in 3 different stages that my father can see me in, so to speak. You know what I mean? He left when I was a baby. So now when you come home, I handed him my 1-month-old. He was like, she looks just like you looked when you were born. Wow. But I had never seen pictures of me as a baby because, when the feds took the house, they took everything. So he's looking at my little newborn baby and he was like, Shooney, this looks just like you. Then he's looking at Tony and he's like, this looks just like you. He was looking at you know what I'm saying? So it was just awesome to be able to share that moment and to see. And then I was able to watch battles with him and shit like that. So it was awesome.
Yo, Shooney, you was a super real one, man, because all through our relationship, you've been talking about your father, keeping him alive and all that. Man.
For sure.
I'm like low-key choking up, you know what I'm saying? I'm not an emotional cat, but, I know your story. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I was so happy to see that man.
You trying to make me cry on here, stop.
I was so happy to see that man on your social media enjoying his family. You understand?
Yeah.
Not only just enjoying his family, but your family, but just when he came out, his baby girl was married happily.
Mm-hmm.
She got her own independence. She's on home doing her thing. Shout out to your mom. Your mom's cursing like a sailor. I love her. She's funny as hell. Y'all need to get her own Instagram and make some money with her because she.
I know.
Fire.
You know what? But she's not media or tech savvy. She'll play around with it with me, but my mother don't even have a cell phone. That's why when people be like, "Oh, you gotta," I'm like, "Y'all don't understand. This lady does not have a cell phone at all. Like, you gotta call the house phone if you want to talk to her."
So, I'm pretty sure he's.
I'm the charger because they just gave me. And then hold on 2 seconds.
We got Suny the Rapper, y'all. Y'all know what it is, man. We ain't going nowhere, man. We here, man. Shout out to Babs. I see you in the chat, Babs, man. Shout out to Babs Bunny. That's my partner in crime. You know what I'm saying? Babs, if you want, man, let me know. I could bring you up on the link and shit if you want to say hi to Shooney and whatnot. But we here. Shout out to everybody, man. Shanti Elvis, thank you for being a moderator. What I was doing, I'm a dumbass because I was like blocking the knucklehead dude from my Debo Vision page instead of the Queen of the Ring page. So he was just getting off all that craziness. So he done. He out of here. So, you know, the more I get to learn this thing, the more, you know what I'm saying, we roll. But, okay. Pops is out.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? We gonna, you know, if you let me indulge a little bit into the personal life. You and Fetty, man. Shout out to Fetty, man. You know, shout out to Bab. She was at a wedding. I had to go to a family reunion. I was dumb mad that I missed that. I was low key gonna miss my family reunion and shit just to go to the wedding. But it was a dope wedding and shit, man. So you know, I'm not gonna say how it came about, but I would say the first battle rap couple that's legitly married. Probably, correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't seen any.
No, I think Vicky and Danny Myers are really married as well.
But Vicky hasn't had a long-standing career such as you as a prominent member of the battle rap community.
No, I got you. I think we're the first that did like the full big wedding, like, you know what I mean, like one of those type.
So that has to be an interesting relationship to the fact that, you know what I'm saying, y'all have battles every now and then and stuff like that. So, you know, every time somebody's trying to sling, if you battling a guy or even a female, they'll try to throw your marriage into something like that, or vice versa. It'll go to Fetty and they'll try to do the same for him. How do y'all handle that in the household where it's like, we don't give a fuck, or just like, yo, when I see him, I'll punch him in his face because he said X, Y, and Z about such and such?
Nah, anything said in a battle is fair game. We don't care nothing about that. We don't even really talk about what was said in a battle. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that shit don't bother neither one of us. Like, it's battle rap, you know? Like,
y'all happily married, y'all in the household slinging balls at each other and stuff. Yeah, you ain't washing the dishes, 'cause this is when I'm punching it.
No, we only do it when the kids is around. Like, when the kids want to have like a battle, we'll, you know, play around and go against each other and stuff like that. But on a regular basis, nah, we just be chilling.
Answer this question. Let's see if you're gonna really keep it 100. Whose career is bigger, your career or Fettuccine's career? Who got the biggest the biggest career?
Obviously me. That's not. We both know the answer to that.
Hold on.
I've been doing it longer too. Like we know the answer to that. We both.
Shout out to my man Fettuccine, man.
Shout out to him.
Y'all battled each other too, man, which is a great battle. I tried to steal that from my man City.
I know, right?
Crazy battle. Crazy battle. I would love to. Well, y'all did a 2-1-2, but I'm talking about like on a stage, like, you know, like a Queen of the Ring or a Queen of the Ring, or, you know, probably at Queen of the Ring, you know. Maybe at Queen of the Ring, to see both of y'all together, you know, see both of y'all together battles another couple and whatnot. But hopefully soon and shit.
I would like that.
Now, like I said, chronological order. So after matrimony, and I'm only speaking for Queen of the Ring battles because you did a crazy amount of battles and shit like that. So I don't want to go all the way down the line. We ain't got but so much time. But your next Queen of the Ring battle was what? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Duchess.
Ooh, BB Kings. Another big highlight. You know, you always been in every era. You've been in it right there, front and center at every Queen of the Ring turn that we did something big. We've always gotten Shooney to be a part of that.
Now, you hear these fools with these firecrackers still? Like, come on,
that's the firecrackers? I thought they was in your house throwing things and stuff.
No, they wilding out here.
Nah, it's all good, man. You and Duchess, BB Kings. You know what I'm saying? I was actually able to put a ring in BB Kings, and you got crazy and wild out.
That was crazy. Yeah, that was crazy.
Was that before or after? Because you know how y'all girls, y'all bear children, and then y'all come battle or battle during y'all bearing children and stuff.
It was right after Tony, my second. It was right after my second. Shout out
to the babies. Shout out to
I think that battle was in March, I want to say. Yeah, and I had just had Tony in January. Every time you got me, I was like literally after, you know what I'm saying, a baby, because Corey was like 6 months when I started battling. And yeah, she's 12 now. So
wow.
And, yeah, exactly. The whole time. Yep. And then Tony was 2 months when I came back to Battle Duchess.
Now, BB Kings was a different feel.
It was crazy.
No, let's go back. Let's go back a little bit.
It's in a bit.
I'm going to give y'all another fun fact. Here's what's crazy. Shooney was supposed to be on NHB. If y'all don't know, because we never filmed it, I brought Shooney out to the ring. I had to make sure she was okay. She was pregnant at the time. I brought her out in the ring. Crowd was going crazy. Why you not here?
Yep.
We got to kill you, Debo. You know what I'm saying? But she was
my reveal right then and there, because I thought I was going to be too swollen at the time. And for whatever reason, at that battle, only my face was fat. Like,
right, you carried well. You carried well.
Unless I pulled up my shirt, you couldn't tell that I was really pregnant and carrying or whatever. So Debo was like, you gotta say something, like people want to talk to you. And he basically just slapped the mic in my hand and pushed me in the ring, like, go out there. And I'm like,
push you in the ring. Come on, I don't push pregnant.
Yeah, you damn near pushed me in the ring, like, get out there. So I went out there and I'm just like, hey, everybody. And I tell you, that crowd erupted. And I just, I was like, I'll be on the next one or whatever. And then I did a little rub on my belly and they just went bananas.
Yeah, because I did that actually for you to save me, because they was going to kill me. Why Shooney's not on the card? I said, this is the reason why she's not on the card. Blame her. You know what I'm saying? But, so after that, we went to BB Kings and you battled Duchess. Shout out to Duchess, one of the original Queen of the Ring OGs as well. I always give her respect and her on her time.
Yeah, shout out to her.
But you got busy.
Yeah, things never were the same with her and I after that. We never were like friends, but I used to see her and speak to her and stuff like that after that. She just wasn't she just wasn't jacking me no more at that.
I wouldn't jack you either if you them personal shots. You went to old school. You went old school Shooney on her. I was like, what the hell? What's all this tea that you just spilling? Crazy.
But yeah, she thought it was a setup. She was very upset.
Yeah, like, come on, B. Like, who would do that? Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. She was very upset with Debo. She was like, you knew she was gonna come like that. This was a setup. Y'all niggas tried to get me aired out. And I'm just like, what? Like, all I did was rap. Like, it was crazy. You know what I mean? And it just, again, things just played in my favor. You know what I mean? Like, I mentioned something about Vague and his ex-wife, and the ex-wife happened to be standing right there. Just everything just fell into my lap.
People get shot out here, man. It was a good
night.
After that, what's crazy is we went back to back with you on a card again.
And that was the first time I ever did back-to-back battles too.
That's a fact. What's crazy is you was gonna go back to back to back if you had done that 2-on-2, which it didn't happen. But you battled Mulatto Black. Shout out to Mulatto Black. You got crazy there too. I'm not gonna lie. It was like, damn, Shooney on the roll. Now I'm going to stop there. But this is the pivotal part I really want to say. You pretty much went to all facets of the era, if I'm saying it right, excuse my diction, era of battle rap when it comes to like from 2010 on Queen of the Ring. Like you seen it all. You seen like, you know what I'm saying, things change. You seen, so I say all that to say this, the rebranding of Shooney the Rapper, you know what I'm saying? Because they try to low-key get you the fuck out of here on some like, only Shooney, only spilling tea, she only saying personal, she ain't got no bars, she ain't punching, she ain't doing this, that, and the third. Where was the transition from you? Because I think it was around that time. Where was the transition for you to upgrade Shooney's operation system on her computer, if you will?
You mean like as far as like how I rapped and stuff?
Yes, ma'am.
Just really becoming more of a student of the game, really, and then being more resources available. Like when we first started battling, we were building our own blueprint, so it wasn't really nothing that I could look back and see. You understand what I'm saying? Like when I battled Norma, it was like 3 battles that I could look at to try to figure out, okay, what should I be saying? What should I be doing? You understand what I'm saying? And then even still, I had no team. I didn't know nobody. I had to just, do my thing. And then you could gradually see me getting better. Okay, you know how to freestyle. You know how to rebuttal, right? Throw those in there. You know how to now build a scheme. Throw that in there. You understand? So there were things that you could look at. Okay, sweetheart, for different stuff. Like if you wanted to really learn how to punch, you could go and watch B Magic. You know what I'm saying? If you really wanted to look at people that were scheming, you're going to go look at your Daylights, or you're going to go look at Chilla or something like that. Not to say that there was no girls that was doing stuff, but the females, we were looking to the guys for, all right, how do you do this technique? There's nowhere that something's written down. Like, you know what I mean? What's a double entendre, triple, multi, and this like that.
Shooney, show that battle rap IQ, Shooney. Show that battle rap IQ. Go ahead.
Exactly. So you really had to, you know what I mean? Like you had to figure it out. So when it was ways and for us to do it, for my lady ENT, LOL.
Shout out
you stupid C3, because we talking about blueprints and copying people. Y'all bitches came after me.
Whoa.
So
we gonna get there, Shooney. We gonna get there. Don't let C3 interrupt your interview. We gonna get there. Don't worry about it.
We can talk about it Friday if you want to.
We gotta get there. We gotta get there, Shooney. Go ahead. Finish
but seriously, those were the things that you was able to do. You was able to become a real student of the game. Like look at certain things that you wanted to be able to perfect and get together. You understand what I'm saying? So it was just easier for me to be like, oh, okay, this is what I was doing. There's a name to it. Let me put this, you know what I mean? Then this is how you set up a bar. This is how you set up the punchline. This is where, you can add a couple jokes and stuff like that. Just, figuring out ways to be the best you at that point. And that's basically what I had to do, because I was tired of people trying to say like, oh, she don't got bars or whatever, but then I would hear somebody flipping my shit and I would just be like, bro, I said that. Like, you know what I mean? Like to this day, people still have like 5 Guy bars. And when I said the 5 Guy bar to Farrah, only a handful of people knew what 5 Guys was. And I was like, okay, maybe I was ahead of my time, but I was talking about 5 Guys in 2011. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, I wish I would make a 5 Guys bar in 2022. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just shit like that where I was just like, maybe the way I was saying it wasn't the best, but I know the bar was fire. You know what I'm saying? I knew I was fired. So I feel like people, figured out ways to go back and look at people's old shit and be like, oh, I'm going to say this or say that or whatever the case may be. So I just, and then I had time off again. Me always having babies and stuff like that. And just when I was chilling, sitting at home, getting it together, I figured out a way to just be better. And during that time, and that's why I came out so crazy during Duchess, during, Mulatto. And I think that was the rise of the different Shooney. That was the beginning of that. You understand what I'm saying? Because right after I had Mulatto, I went to Cali and got crazy with Tia. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Shout out to Tia, man. I remember that was a fire battle.
And then by the time I kicked C3's ass, that was the 4th bitch that I bought.
I remember.
I know you remember me kicking C3's ass.
Shout out to C3.
That was 4 bodies in a row, okay?
Shooney, are you good?
Yeah.
Do you like the back-to-back, or you like to spread it out? and have time to write and stuff like that? Because you've been doing a lot of back-to-back lately.
You know what? I would prefer a little more time to write, but because my memory, now I don't want to say my memory, but my prep is not the best when I don't have like a lot of time, because I have kids, got a husband, you know what I mean, household to run. I bartend and stuff, so it'd be a lot of shit that be going on in the outside world that kind of be like, I'm gonna get to this, and then I kind of slack off when I should really be focused a little bit more. But you know, I'm grown, so it'd be a lot of shit that be going on and stuff. So I would prefer more time, but I know that I can write under pressure, and I do realize that I kind of write better in a shorter amount of time.
Peaks and valleys again. I'm gonna go with the valley though on this one, not P Valley. So don't kill me. Two battles. I just want to see if you learned anything from them. You and Farrah versus Loso and Street Hems. Now we know, it was your best performance, but
it wasn't.
Tell us about that joint right there. It was Queen of the Ring versus Bullpen, man. I wanted that win because I was like, they're gonna kill them. I know they're gonna kill them.
We knew that we could have killed them, and we had the better material, but they had more chemistry. We relied on the fact that her and I were really, really friends, and that we have really great chemistry and stuff. But if you remember, we both had just finished having babies. She just had Bentley and I just had Tony. So
shout out to the babies.
It was a lot going on. We was mothers of two now. So this was a lot different from the first one when our kids were a little bit older, fitting for themselves. Like, these was new babies that we was like, nah, we back outside, because, our kids were, born like a couple months between each other, and then we was like, nah, we outside. These was babies still, and we didn't have the time that we thought we had, and we were not down packed the way we should have been. The material was definitely there, but we were not down packed the way we should have been. Now,
you're the first time on Caffeine, I believe. You versus Vixen. Shooney's back. I think you had a little hiatus, but you was like, oh, Shooney's back. We got her in the system. She's about to get crazy.
Again, I just had a baby.
How many babies you got, Shooney? Damn.
Nigga, I got 3.
Damn. You like the way you was talking, you like you had 5 or 6. But go ahead, I'm listening.
That was a learning curve for me.
Great battle, by the way. I like the battle, to be honest.
Me too. The battle still has a lot of replay value. Still a fire battle. I was mad. I don't know. I can't really say I was mad at myself, because I did know the material. I did, I got there a couple of days early, and I was able to practice. I should have practiced a little more, but not gonna lie, that hotel he had set me up in had blackout curtains. Bitch went to sleep for about 18 hours. That was the first rest I got. You know what I mean? I had 3 babies at this point. I went to sleep.
Right.
But all seriousness, I wasn't used to the setting. It was a very different setting. Very different. Being in an on-air studio, almost to speak, like it was like a huge room, and it was just like us, and it had echoes and shit like that. I just was not. It
damn near looked like some rehearsal shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was not prepared for that setting. So again, that was another thing of, you got to practice where you at. Like, look at your surrounding. I didn't even go in the room beforehand and see what the acoustics was going to be like, how I would feel in that setting or anything. Like, I didn't really do anything but go in there, take a picture, and come out. Like, I should have been a little bit more prepared. So that's something that I look at now when I go to different places where I'm not familiar with the setting. I go look at the stage and go see, how I'm gonna feel, and try to listen to myself and, see if it feels right and what it sounds like, what I might need to do, whatever the case may be. So like I said, everything that happens, I try to get some sort of lesson from it. You know what I'm saying? So the material never lacks. Like, my material is always fire. Like, I'm always gonna come and rap and do my thing. I'm saying it was just getting my shit together. Yeah, for sure. Normalize sound checks before battles for sure. Because
right.
And you know, and I was one of those people that didn't believe in that feedback when Surf was saying, nah, it's feedback, it's feedback. I'm like, he lying like a motherfucker. Man, I got in that shit and my voice, I forget the line I said, but that shit came back to me like 3 times in my ear. And I was like, what the fuck was that? And you know what I mean? I couldn't say what the fuck was that. I just was like, holy shit. And I already was trying to think of the next line, but heard the other line back to me, and I just was like, oh, nah.
For those who don't know, you can hear a person, like the production people and shit, they talking low, like, yeah, it's camera 3, 4, and you're like, spitting your shit, and then you can hear that faint little voice over there, and you're like, what the hell? And then and that throws you off. So I understand where you're probably coming from.
It was way more cameras too. You know what I mean? Like it just was. It was totally different. It was almost like being in a freaking movie.
Keep it 100. You won or lost?
Now she beat me because I choked. Okay. But bar for bar, I won. Like bar for bar, I was clearing her. Bar for bar, I was clearing her. Absolutely. Like my material was like 10 times better than Vixen's. We're not even going to do that.
Okay.
But me fucking up, I gave her the battle. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So.
Okay. Even though it's not Queen of the Ring and shit, I gotta talk about this battle because it's like kind of pivotal in your career, and it is from a person that is a legend as well. You versus QB was actually like the most disrespectful battle damn near in battle rap fucking history, female wise or male wise. Like, what the hell? Did y'all not like each other at this point in time? Like, what's going on with that?
No, it was no beef or anything like that. It was there. I don't know. It really wasn't no static. It just was like, let's start some friction so we can, you know what I mean, get a bag.
Get a bag. Got you.
Pretty much. But there was no beef. I didn't really like prior to it. I didn't really like her promo too much, but there wasn't no beef. Like, you know, when we got to the venue, what's going on, sweetie? Yeah, it's in my bag. Yeah, come get it. You're gonna have to grab it. Sorry, yeah, it wasn't no beef. I just said I didn't like her promo. Her promo was getting a little messy for me, and I don't have a problem with like things that are said in a battle. It's the little things that happen like prior, and you know, like tweets and stuff like that. That type of shit will get me upset.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what. Watch yourself. Hold on. You got it?
Gotta protect the babies. Protect the babies. Make sure the baby's got it. Make sure the baby's good.
All right, duck down and get off the screen, please. Go duck down, because you're not dressed. Whatever. Hold on, y'all.
Hold on. Here's what we're gonna do. We gonna go right here. Bow. We off air. Just tell me where you want me to come back. Gotta protect the babies, man.
All right, thank you. There we go.
We coming back?
Yeah.
All right.
It's not charged.
All right, here we go. Okay. I lost my train of thought. Hold on. Okay, I got it.
We were talking about like how
with the
promo and stuff like that. So I wasn't really feeling like the promo and stuff like that too much. But it wasn't really, no issue when we got to the event. I spoke to her and stuff, and I just wasn't sure how personal she was gonna get. So I was like, well, I'm gonna just get personal because you ain't gonna out-person me. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Better, you're better off doing that without doing it and getting caught out there that she get crazy on you and wild disrespectful, and you was like, damn, I wasn't gonna do it. I should have did it. But you know what I'm saying? So you was like, fuck it. I'm just throw it caution to the wind and just do what I do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Well, that keep it 100. That ain't the only relationship that you know what I'm saying. You was like got cool with, or just I'll transition to this, you know what I'm saying? I was actually there at that battle, you know what I'm saying, to support, you know what I'm saying, and show love.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We're going to go to a peak and valley one more time, you know what I'm saying, because like with the Merc joint, I keep you in the hot seat, keep it 100. We're going to keep it 100 out here and put it out there. You know what I'm saying? So at this point in time, Shooney pulled up with the pull-up and was wilding for all her respect, you know what I'm saying, and She got crazy on her big brother, man, saying, you know, and took a swing at it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, hold on, let me finish.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And got crazy with her big bro and shit, and then all hell broke loose, and then we had a nice little fallout for a hot minute. But you know, as you could see,
2 years.
Yeah, that's crazy. I even knew it was that long.
It was.
I'm a Scorpio.
Like,
I'm a Scorpio. I hold grudges. But
I know.
but yeah. So you know, we that particular. I say all that to say that particular battle was the battle where I pulled up, and you know what I'm saying. Respectfully speaking, that was.
And we made amends.
That was a competitor's brand. And I just said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go see my sister get busy." And whatnot. You know, I seen you get busy, and we just made amends right there. And we got on 15 Minutes of Fame and hashed it all out. Tried all that shit.
Right.
Niggas, you crazy. What the hell happened? What's going on? But if you put that.
So I talked about this before. I really do hate that event. But going back to what I just said, I don't mind things being said in a battle. You understand what I'm saying? But it be the talk before a battle, or, you know, the talk online that gets me back to, bitch, I'm from Murderville. Like, stop playing with me, because I do all pull-ups. You understand what I'm saying? And I really don't be on that type of time. You know what I mean? Like, I'm normally on the, you know, I'm chilling. You know, I ain't gonna let nobody wild out, say nothing stupid to me, but I don't be on that type of time. You ain't never even seen me have words with anybody like that. I think the only person I had words with was Star Smiles, and it wasn't even that serious. Like, that was some overhyped shit in the event. You know what I'm saying? And it just so happened that Bonnie and I were like going back and forth online or whatever the case may be. And I was at work. And so I really wasn't even taking it serious. I just was like, oh, all right, whatever. And then when I got off work, she was talking crazy. So I was just like, hey, like, nah, she's wilding. So it got me tight. And then I just was like, you know what I mean? Like, I know your aunt. Like, I grew up with him. Like, he need to let you know, like, it's really, I'm saying it's really like that. So then the words just kind of went from us being whatever on Facebook to, okay, now it's on site. You know what I'm saying? That's what I said, like, it's on site or whatever the case may be. And then even still, I was going to let it go. But then something transpired where Farrah was somewhere with her son, and somebody ran down, and basically, you know what I mean, they violated, they didn't do nothing to Farrah, but it was just like, yo, her son is right here. So now y'all really, you know what I'm saying?
Gotta protect the babies.
Yeah, like, we taking it another step to where it don't need to be. You understand what I'm saying? So then, you know, we hadn't seen each other in months, but once I say that it's on site for somebody, it's on site. You understand what I'm saying? So at that point, I really didn't want whatever was going to transpire in the event, but I did want her to know that I was with all fades and we was going to get one any way that we could. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna lie, you know, I stepped in there. I wanted to see Shayna battle. I think Shayna was battling. I wanted to see Shayna. And I believe Dawn was doing something. She was in there. So we basically came in there for, you know, for us to see what was going on. You know, like, it was the ladies that did the song. So we was coming in there, whatever, go check it out. And I seen Bonnie, and I just gave her the head nod. And again, I didn't want to pop it off in there. And I just was like, you know, stand up. And then from then on, the scuffle ensued. You know what I mean?
We're gonna fast forward to the Debo part. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Hands was placed on people. And, you know, then whatever happened in the middle of that, before we got outside or whatever the case may be. And then, you know, Chrissy and I ended up fighting outside. And then when you were breaking it up, I just, in all honesty, you became the op. When you wasn't grabbing Bonnie, you kept grabbing me. You became the op. Because I'm like, bro, if you're grabbing me and she has her hands free, she could wash me right now. That was my thought. Like, if you want to break it up, you got 2 arms. Use both of your arms and break us apart. You was just holding me. And maybe from your perspective, maybe I was the aggressor because I came there. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? And you had already threw us out. you had told me and Farrah, like, literally, like, I gotta get the fuck out of here. So in my mind, by the time we got outside, you was already out. And then when you kept grabbing me, I was like, oh, nah, he's wilding. He's definitely on her side. So my thing is, I don't know who's grabbing me. I don't know who's touching me. And all honesty, I didn't know it was you who grabbed me. It just was like, get the fuck off me. And I was in battle mode. And I don't mean battle rap mode. I was in fight mode. You know what I'm saying? So, if nigga grab you, you gonna swing. You understand what I'm saying? And then it just so happened to be you, but I already was like, nah, he's moving Oppie right now because he keep grabbing me and nobody's holding her. Like, y'all trying to let her get some swings in, and then you threw us out. I wasn't fucking with you at that moment. Right. So I'm not gonna say I wanted to slap you, but I wasn't mad when I realized it was you that I slapped, because I was like, nah, he was moving Oppie. Like, nah, he was wilding. So that's how I felt about it in the moment. But right after it happened, I was like, oh, nah, I was wilding. Like, I ain't have to do that. Like, I ain't have to go in there and, you know what I'm saying? I ain't have to start no fights in the event. You know what I mean? I could have told her to come downstairs or whatever, and we could have fought up the block and shit like that. And Chrissy really didn't have anything to do with it. But I felt like when Chrissy ran outside when me and Farrah was upstairs, I thought she was going to set up shop outside and wait for us to come out and try to sneak attack us. Because see, like, if I don't know what's going on, that's just, I guess, the cancer in me. If I don't know what's going on, I'm going to make up a story in my head that's going to make sense for me. So in my head, I made up a whole story. Now, Chrissy going outside, she going to wait for us to come out. When we come out, she going to try to sneak attack us in the dark. So when she came back up the stairs, I was like, where you coming from? And then she was like, oh, I don't want nothing to do with it. And I just like, yeah, I know you don't want nothing to do with it. And I fought her. And I was like, in my head, I'm like, why? Like, you know, afterwards, I was like, why the fuck would you do that? When a bitch say she ain't had nothing to do with it, you swung on her. But I made it make sense for me, which cancers do from time to time. And that's what made sense. And my point at that time, that Debo was an op, Bonnie was an op, and Chrissy was an op. And that's how the night transpired. And I was so disappointed in myself for putting my hands on you. I was glad you ain't hit me back, because life would have been different.
We're going through therapy, y'all. We're going through therapy.
Life would have been different. But yeah, it was rough. That was really a learning experience as well. It was like, yo, you gotta stop letting your emotions get the best of you. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was a rough time for me as well. You know what I'm saying? Because I haven't been, you know what I'm saying, around you for like a long time. And you know, everybody have an ego, everybody have pride, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just glad at the end of it all, we was able to get over that.
Me too. But then, you know, I had some hurt from that. And I know you had most of the embarrassment because you're a grown man getting slapped. You understand what I'm saying? So I knew.
Now, hold on, nigga. It wasn't no damn slap. You swung on me, but you ain't get that crazy, all right? You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I definitely slapped you, Debo.
No,
like, I know you've been trying to hold on to the fact that you weren't slapped,
No, you did not. No, you did not. Okay?
I definitely slapped you, Debo.
I'm a boxer. You did not do. I was like,
Debo.
I looked at you. I said, nigga, you crazy?
Yeah, that was after the slap had already landed. I definitely slapped you, bro.
Shooney?
But I'm gonna let you have your story.
Shooney?
This was fine.
Shooney,
I know
the black...
a lot of the embarrassment you had. You understand what I'm saying? But I felt like niggas ain't have to throw me out of Queen of the Ring. I felt like, yo, I built this shit. I've been here since 2010. Niggas done got maced at your events. Somebody had got stabbed at BB King. Like, it was, I was like, yo, all over a little slap. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Little Slap. All over a little slap. Niggas, you know, throwing me out the shit. You know what I'm saying? It definitely connected Keith James, but I'm going to let him pull it down. You understand what I'm saying? But I was just like, yo, that's crazy. And I apologize. You know what I'm saying? I reached out to you that same night and apologized and shit, but you wasn't trying to hear none of that. And I get it. And I was like, I'm going to let you have your space or whatever the case may be. But when niggas ain't call me, and, you know, Babs heard my apology, Vague heard my apology, and when you didn't accept it, and I was like, I was the closest to you. I was upset, but then I was like, I got to let you vent or feel how you feel, because you probably felt hurt and betrayed too, because we were close.
Let me ask you a question.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't have to do all that.
Let me ask you a quick question. Have I put it out there, been in the public talking crazy or anything like that with your name in my mouth?
Nah, neither one of us did that. Yeah.
Cool.
Neither one of us did that. I didn't even know how to, like, deal with it after when you wouldn't speak to me. That was the one thing I respected. Like, we just never talked about it. Like, we just kept it the way it was. You know what I'm saying? We just kept it the way it was. Like, it was just, he ain't fucking with me right now. I don't know what's going to happen. But, the good part about that is I went to other leagues. I started to, you know what I'm saying? That's how I ended up over at RBE and battling some of those other people because I was outside.
Don't ever mention that name here again.
You understand
I hear what you're saying.
Huh?
I said, don't ever mention that name again, but I hear what you say.
Oh, yeah, sorry. But, yeah, it's like that's how I ended up, going other places and stuff like that. And really like solidifying my resume and really getting out there in the trenches when nobody was outside like that. You know what I'm saying?
And I was proud of you for that. That's the run that you went on.
That was the upside of it. You know what I'm saying? And then I knew from then where it was just like, Bab was like, just give him his time or whatever the case may be. And that was all I could do was like, fall back and just hope that at some point, you would accept the apology that I sent to you or whatever the case may be. And then I seen you somewhere and I was probably was like a year later and I was like, well, I don't know what it's going to be like. I didn't know what the energy was going to be like. And you smooth did not speak to me. Nigga act like he had never seen me before. And I was like, ooh. I said, ooh, okay, I guess he don't know me. Because I was like, oh, this is my first time I'm going to see him. I'm going to see if he crack a smile, look my way. That nigga smooth look past me. I said, oh, shit. I guess I ain't going back to Queen of the Ring ever again. So then when, we got to the event, the QB and me to see you there, it definitely made my heart smile. I was like, wow, because we were two people that you wasn't fucking with at the time. You had your little 1-2 with her as well. So you was the last person that I thought I would have seen at the battle. So I was super excited, for you to be there. And, families argue, families fight. And from that day on, we never talked about it ever again. You know what I mean?
And this is the last time we'll ever talk about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, it'll be on OTFMZ, I'm sure, tonight. After we get past this. We got
to make conversation with a queen conversation, man. We got to talk about these things, man.
No, we had to talk about it, but again, shout out to Chrissy, shout out to Bonnie. Bonnie and I speak again. Chrissy and I speak again. And it was a while that all of those relationships were like super strained. And you had Bonnie and I together doing something before, so it was a shock to me that her and I were like arch enemies overnight. And I was like, oh my God, I like this girl. You know what I'm saying? So it was very strange. And I had no issues whatsoever with Chrissy, not a day in life before that. Like, she used to be in my comments arguing with people that I could, like, Instagram would hide like the weird comments if somebody was talking crazy about you. She used to be going ham on them. Like, that was, somebody that I fucked with. So I really did hate that incident. And I never talked about it. I never publicized it. And for a very long time, when you Googled me, that was one of the first things that popped up. Not all of the work that I put in Queen of the Ring, not all of the work that I put in.
That was one of the reasons as to why I didn't want y'all to do
freestyles. Yeah, none of my iconic moments. It was Shooney fights. You understand what I'm saying? So that really bothered me. And there was no way for it to really disappear but to put in more work and let those views get more popular.
I was going to ask you that. Your transition from that to now. Now we at the tail end of the Shooney the Rapper, who has the Midnight Madness belt.
Yeah.
You've been putting in hard work ever since that situation done happened.
For sure.
Now, it's a different Shooney that we're seeing.
Right.
Everybody's just loving you. They're going crazy over you. Now you out here punching, getting crazy. The aggression always been there. Your Candace, your conviction has always been there. You understand? But now the bars done caught up, if you will. Now it's just hand in hand. So where we at now? Is this like, it's like a whole new era? Shooney's up there, damn near to me, top 5 girls that you would want to call and book. You know what I'm saying? Like, where do you see the state? This is the first time I asked this question. I should have asked back then. Where do you see the state of women's battle rap as of right now?
Right now, I don't feel like there's really a ceiling. Like, I feel like we are involved some way, shape, or form in everything that's happening now. You know what I mean? Like someone is getting a call for something. There's, you know, several events that are centered around us. There's several events that are guy versus girls, 2-on-2s, just everything is just coming, you know, full circle from the women getting what they're supposed to get pay wise, for us getting shows on, you know, Caffeine and stuff, and just really being at the forefront of everything. I don't really see a ceiling right now for battle rap, and that's why I've been going so hard since, you know, I came back out. And I was, you know, Midnight Madness definitely sparked it back up. Like I've always been doing my thing, but I'm not gonna lie, like getting in that setting and that feeling and just wilding in that room amongst my peers, that was good enough for me. The money on the floor was just icing on the cake. You understand what I'm saying? Like I just wanted to get out there and start wilding, because what I was hearing, you know, from my peers after that was almost like they forgot who I am. Like, nah, Shooney is out here fucking wilding. You understand what I'm saying? And those people that I came up with, like hearing the Calicos, John Johns, Big T, Sir, like niggas like that, you know what I'm saying? Jumping about their seat and stuff like that. That was like one of the best feelings in the world.
So
came up with these niggas.
You know, let's see if you agree with this. You know what I'm saying? I helped give you that career, but it's on you to sustain it. Devo could be gone by tomorrow. You still have to sustain that career.
Absolutely.
Let me ask you this, without telling your age. This is an interesting question that I have, because I wanted to see what the ladies and people, period, think. At what age do you feel like, okay, this battle rap thing should be a rap, or like, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, there's this thing right now in hip-hop, in the hip-hop industry, music industry, you know what I'm saying, that the older cats are coming back, you know what I'm saying? Like the Jay-Z's, the Fat Joe's, Nice and Smooth. You see the verses, they come and bringing up all the older cats, and they out here doing tours now and shit, because they got their fan base. Because the fan base that dealt with a Shooney the Rapper when they was probably like 18 or now, you know, 29, like, you know, in their 30s, mid-30s, but they still follow you. They still want to see a Shooney the Rapper battle. Where do you feel like as a cap, like, okay, you know, you're creative, your image and everything, where do you feel like, okay, not to say you per se, but this women, period?
You know, as long as you are not washed up, you got to figure out a way to reinvent yourself. We know black don't crack, so I know I don't look my age, and I have no problem giving my age. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if you follow me, you know exactly how old I am. You know what I mean? Like, I've been doing this shit for 12 years, so you've seen me in every stage of my life. Like, y'all physically have watched me grow from a young lady to a full-grown woman. You understand?
Talk to them.
But I've been able to master staying relevant and being out here, you know what I'm saying, and really being able to rap. So I really don't put a cap on it. I seen somebody say 40 respectfully, but you wouldn't even know when I turn 40 unless I tell you that I'm 40.
Talk to them.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, so even with me telling my age now, people don't be believing that I am the age that I am. And you know what I mean? And I say that to say this, as long as you're still relevant and you're still doing your thing, nobody can tell you when to hang up what makes you happy. You understand what I'm saying?
So can battle rap be susceptible to older ladies in their age, and, you know, and the higher up, be seen? Would they be susceptible to that? Like, you know, you could still get it off, like saying you're 45 or 43 or something, like you said. You just answered the question, but, you know, I'm just putting up.
I mean, you probably could. You probably could, like I said, as long as you still relevant, you still know what's going on. Like, I think when people, they fall off because they felt out of tune with what was going on, you know what I'm saying? They wasn't in the you know what I mean? They wasn't in the streets or whatever, or they wasn't outside, so to speak. That's when they kind of get washed up and not really in it. So even when I wasn't active, I like battle rap. Like, I got into battle rap because that was a pastime of mine. Again, remember in the beginning of the show, I told y'all I became a battle rapper because I was watching battle rap through DNA. So I never stopped watching it when I'm not battling. So I'm in it. You understand what I'm saying? So I think the only way for me to not really be in it is if I'm not watching it. you know? So I'm always going to be active in it some way, shape, or form, you know? I don't know if I'm always going to be battling. And I know there was a time where I felt like I was perfectly said, New York City, NYC, you can't put an age on talent. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Perfect.
It was a point in time when I felt like I was going to retire because I wasn't feeling like I was getting my just due or getting the respect that I should be getting. And then once I snatched it, I didn't have no problem with nothing after that. Like, I had to go and get mine.
Talk
like,
about it.
So.
Question: new girls are coming up. You know, you see newer girls. No matter what the age, they still new. They just on the scene. I know my part to do my due diligence. I have to be queen of the ring. I got to be consistent to showcase this talent over and over again. Right? That's one part. But the second part, what I want to ask you is, new talent that's out. They either try to emulate what the guys are doing. Or they just not getting it. Like, how do you feel about the new talent that's coming up today in women's battle rap?
I like them. I agree with some of Farrah's points, where she says some of these girls don't have enough personality. Like, there's only a few that if I knew they were live, that I would click on the live. You understand what I'm saying? Like, Miss Petty is one of them. Like, when she goes live, she's about to be funny as a motherfucker.
Shout out to Miss Petty, right?
Yeah, Eliza Versa, she go live, she about to be funny as a motherfucker.
Shout out
you know
to
what I'm saying?
Versa.
My verse, there was people like that only a few had real personality and had something to offer outside.
Right.
Now, do these girls have talent? Yeah, but they're not memorable. So they have to do something that's going to get us invested. You know what I mean? Prestavia has a personality, and you can see that she's doing other things and puts up content and stuff. And you know what I mean? To keep people engaged with that. And I think that's where we became household names and fan favorites, because we gave other things. Like, we gave you our style, we gave you our personality. We're up here cracking jokes. You can go live with us. You know, it was a point in time where Farrah and I used to call fans every weekend. We would call people. You know what I'm saying? Just things that they could to tie on to. QB used to sell soaps and stuff, and 40 had several different businesses, and even Stargirl, Lady Red had a million things that you could attach to her name. You understand what I'm saying? I feel like the new girls have to do a little bit more. The talent is there, but you got to have reasons that people are going to come back, because once they watch the battle, there's nothing else.
Now, here's the thing, though.
It's still a classic. They're not going back to it a million times. Where else can I see you? Right. Where else can I hear you? You understand what I'm saying? And I don't think they're doing enough for that, but I do think a lot of these girls are very talented.
Now, here's the thing. There's already a blueprint put out. You know what I'm saying? When Queen of the Ring came out, y'all was the first. Y'all was laying down the blueprint and paving the way on how women's battle rap should be approached, you know, and such and such. Now, not say me, but I'm just putting it out there. A new girl that will come into the game. I was going to say I'm a new girl. I'm not saying that. A new girl will come in.
Okay, you a new girl.
No, I'm not a new girl. A new girl will come in. Some will be confused whether to, you know, call the older ones, embrace the older ones and get advice or something like that, or just stick with their what do you call, their class, and just battle each other. Like, you know, some of them, not say confused, but they don't know the road.
They don't know what to do. You know, it's the same with like Nicki and Cardi. Like, they had to put them against each other, as opposed to loving, hey, we got two big artists. And that always happens. So when a new girl comes in, they trying to figure out, oh, are the old girls mad? You gonna take her place? And then they try to cause fiction that's not really there. I've never been one of those. And you know me, I think you even be telling the girls, like, yo, reach out to Shooney if you need help. And I say that all the time. I've always been one of those that if you need something or you want to run something by me, like, go in my inbox, ask for my number. Like, I've heard, you know, there are a few girls that have reached out and like, oh, what do you think about this or whatever, that humbled themselves enough to come through, and, you know, but I ain't never got a problem with putting a girl on or seeing somebody. Even like what's it, Blue Cocaine. I seen her at an event, and I called you immediately, like, yo.
I remember. But
Yeah,
let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100 though, Shooney. Not everybody's Shooney the Rapper. Not everybody is
no, I get that.
Not everybody is as welcoming as Shooney the Rapper.
I ain't say that. I ain't had said that. I called and said she fired. You know what I'm saying?
No. But what I'm trying to say is not everybody is as welcoming as Shooney the Rapper. You know?
No, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Like some of the girls will be like, they want their position. Not naming them names or nothing, but I've heard some new girls, like some of these girls, man, they be turning us off. They be saying this, that, and the third, and all this other shit, and they won't be as welcoming and opening the welcome wagon.
But we can't grow if we don't have new people. And I guess this is just me. Have been a manager for so many years in retail that I come from the fabric of you have to teach people what you know and or you're never going to be bigger. Like I can't be the biggest if there's nobody behind me. Like you're not going to want to let me go from Queen of the Ring to a bigger, more anything successful, whatever, because there's no one else to pass it to. It's just me. So it's now like you're hoarding. Like I can't let her go. You understand what I'm saying? So when I was in position at Best Buy, at Nike Town, I could never move up unless I had somebody to take my place. And that was always the first question.
Right.
Who's going to take your place? So I started developing talent. So I thought about this the same way. If I don't pass the torch to nobody, we can't survive. It's just going to die here. If I stop rapping and there's nobody behind me, it's over. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't want that to be the case for us, because I want my kids, even though they can go look it up now, I want my kids to be able to be like, yo, grandma was a rapper. Look, you understand what I'm saying? Like we can't hold it just for ourselves. Like we can't, because at some point we're not going to be able to do it. And we can't just keep it like this is just for us. This is rap. This is a part of history. And it only becomes history when you keep teaching it out. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so I can't keep it for myself. So I've never been one of those people. I've always welcomed in the new talent and, love them. But I've always felt like you still have to respect the hierarchy and things. Like, don't just come out being like, oh, I want to battle Shooney. It's your first battle. Absolutely not. It doesn't work that way either.
Right.
Now, I'm going to embrace you, but take your time. You understand what I'm saying? Take your time. Get it together and stuff like that. But I love the new girls. I love the fact that there's new girls.
Give me three new girl names that you feel like you like right now.
You said what?
Give me 3 new girls' names that you feel like you like right now, or how as many as you feel like.
I like Prestavia a lot. I like J Love, even though I think she fell and bumped her head talking about she think I could beat her. Like I will beat J Love's ass so fucking bad, it wouldn't even be funny. But I like her. I do. I like Eon. Eliza Versa, of course. I like her. Cheddar, even though she's not new like that, I love Cheddar.
She's on.
She also said that, that she's retiring soon. And I said, not right now. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to My Verse. I love me some My Verse. She's not new either, but when she walked in, I loved her.
Shout out to My Verse.
Yeah. Who else is it? She started rapping from the Spaces. Damn, why is her name escaping me right now?
You talking about Rain Moonfire?
Rain Moonfire, and give me the other girl's name. Y'all know who I'm talking about.
You got the Breezies. You got the
dark skin and pretty. She normally be having the dreads.
Yeah, that's Breezy. You know what I'm saying? You got the Mosca Flux.
Yes, I like the Breezies.
Right. You got Mosca Flux. You got
Rock Lee. Thank you. Thank you. Rock Lee. Yes, I like her.
Rock Lee.
I like China. I haven't seen her in a while, but
China's
I like
dope.
China.
Shout out to China. China's dope.
I think China is really fire.
You know who I think is dope too? G Queen. I seen her. She's fire. I like her.
I didn't get to see her, but somebody had called me and asked me would I battle her, and then they never sent the money, and I was like, well, maybe they came to their senses. They didn't want her to die so soon.
Speaking about coming to your senses or whatever, well, that's not a good segue, but
nah, but you know what? There's a lot of new girls.
You've been talking crazy
that I like. What I do
on the Queen of the Ring IG, talking about some Ms. Merck.
Oh, it ain't crazy. I heard she wanted to see me. You can build the fucking ring right now, nigga, and have a one-off, and I'll come outside and dust murk the fuck you. Oh yeah, charisma. Sorry, charisma. Miss her. Jade ain't really new, but y'all know Jade is my boo. So shout out to Jade too.
Shout out to all the ladies that's putting on right now.
Oh, and Torture. I kicked Torture's ass, but I love me some Torture too.
Definitely.
Hazzy ain't new. I'll battle Hazzy. She not new though. Hazzy not new. She ain't washed up, so she was able to come back and slide back in. But Hazzy ain't new. I'll kick Hazzy's ass too.
Before we go, because I gotta get up out of here, I got this segment called, say something about Debo. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to change my image. I'm trying to get better out here in these streets instead of barking on people and everybody think I'm some crazy ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you the floor to give either a Debo story or how you feel about me, good, bad, or indifferent. You know what I'm saying? Because, everybody wants to say they Debo thing. I put Debo bars up in the IG joint, and everybody's loving them. So the floor is yours, Shooney the Rapper. What you got to say about me?
I don't know. You're a gentle giant. I love you, Debo. Like, you know what I mean? From the beginning, you kept it on the up and up. You don't. I mean, I know people, you got a bad rap. They be like, Debo be lying, but you ain't never really lied to me except for that one time at band camp. No, I'm joking. Nah, you ain't really lied to me. You may make some promises that are not obtainable at the moment, but you always be like, you know what? I ain't even gonna lie. I can't do that right now. Those was my intentions, Shoo, but it's not going down right now. You know what I mean, Shoo? I can't do it. I'm gonna get you on the next one. So you always, kept it 100. So I've always had love for you, always will. You know what I mean? You're my big brother. So
I appreciate that.
You're a good guy. I wished in the beginning of Queen of the Ring that you didn't yell so much. You ruined countless battles. People trying to get their shit together. Shut the fuck up. You don't want me to come down. I'm just like, oh my God, nobody's even talking at this point. He just saying shut the fuck up because he want to fight. Like, he ghetto. Ghetto as hell. So shout out to Holly on Demand. That girl can rap.
Shout out to Holly on Demand too, yeah. We was raw, man. We was raw in the beginning. We was just trying to fight. We was just trying to get our lane. We was just trying to fight for hours and get our lane, man.
Yeah, we were.
We caught lightning in the bottle. I've always told the fans if it wasn't for those girls and wasn't for the fans, I wouldn't be who I am today. You understand what I'm saying? And
let me give you your flowers too though for trusting, you know what I'm saying, in us and giving us your machine to make it what it is today, you know what I'm saying, and allowing us to do certain things. Remember the time where you was done with everything, you said fuck it, and people wrote letters and we put videos together to get you back down because that's how much you meant to the culture and you still do mean to the culture. So like you said, the peaks and valleys, you know what I'm saying? This is the peak, but the valley, I'm going to take you low. Get your shit together. You need to start having more events. I'm getting tired of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Get it together. You got plenty of girls that's waiting to come outside. Build that motherfucking ring and get it back together. All you need is smoke an event.
Got you. Are you coming back home?
You know what I'm saying? So
can we get you back home?
I already told you I've been trying to come back home. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been trying to come home.
I kicked you out of college. I said, go to college, get an education, go to college. You're the one person I won't come back home. I won't let back home because you all independent. I'm like, yo, you got this shit on. What the hell you want to come back here for? You got a whole family. Go ahead. Man,
that's home. You know when you call me, if I'm not doing nothing, I'm out there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's a fact. Listen, I want to give you your flowers too.
Oh my God, I forgot Hope Trilly. Sorry.
Shout
when you guys
Trilly.
Put the edits up, make sure you add Hope Trilly in it. I really like Hope Trilly. She be talking a little bit crazy sometimes. Like sometimes she bumped her head, but I know she young. She don't know no better. But shout out to Hope Trilly. I love you, boo boo.
One thing I love about Shooney is she always calls Queen of the Ring her home. She don't call anything else her home but Queen of the Ring, and I really appreciate
That's
that.
A fact.
That because you help me help you, and I vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Because I always tell these girls, I say you get busy on Queen of the Ring, you're gonna want to invite a whole lot of people that get inspired and love who the Shooneys are, the Farrahs, the 40 Bars, the E Hearts, so on and so forth, to want to come here. Y'all inspirational to a lot of girls that haven't even rapped yet. If you could think about the girl that was only 10 years old when y'all started, 10 years old, and now
I still get messages like that. Like, I've been watching Queen of the Ring since I was 10. I'm 22. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy.
We have a legacy brand, man. A lot of people, you know what I'm saying? Even the community, the LTGB, I fuck all the acronyms up. Even though they love Queen of the Ring. Like, they had nowhere else to go. So they took Queen of the Ring on as they home. And shout out to the community for that as well. They love the Shooney the Rappers, the Norma Bates, and we could go on so on and so forth and stuff, man. Like, we are big. Don't get it fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You can go to Africa right now. They're going to Shooney the Rapper. Oh shit, Shooney. I love you, Shooney. You know what I'm saying? That's a fact. That's a horrible African accent.
That was a terrible impression, but we get it. It was really bad.
I ain't got too much to say. I thank you, Shooney, man. I do appreciate it. Last thing. You got the belt. What belt you got? What is the name of the belt? You got
the hardcore women's belt.
Hardcore women's belt. Now, you know, in light of the Midnight Madness tobacconing of going on, we know everything what happened in spaces. It's out there. We got it. Okay, cool. But you still keeps the belt and you still move with it as if, you know what I'm saying, Midnight Madness is still moving.
I have Belty. Belty's in the closet right now.
Okay.
Nobody's getting them.
What about Women of the Year? That's another belt. Wouldn't you want to get that as well?
It is. I do feel like I need yes, my verse, get my candles, y'all, double the candles. And I do feel like I need maybe 1 or 2 more 3-round battles. We're only at the half-year mark, so you know, Debo.
I got you.
Tell me about Merc.
I got you. I'll call you. I'll call you tomorrow.
Or the or the little rookie verse vets. You know, I'll straighten one of these bitches right on out. You know what I'm saying? I need about 2 or 3 more. I would love to defend the belt, but at this point, I need a contender and a place to battle them at. So that's not on me right now. And it has to make sense. So I'm not going to put up my belt on a battle that doesn't make sense. And if you realize, I only had 1 female battle since I got the belt, and that was Shice Raw. And I wanted to put up the belt versus Shice Raw. Lucky thing I didn't, because I ended up having an allergic reaction and stumbled through that battle. But I wanted to put it up during that battle, but they couldn't come out. And after that, I only battled men. I cannot battle a man for the belt. So that's not on me at this point. So hopefully that answers the question about me defending the belt. Now we don't have to answer that no more.
Shooney the Rapper, along with Farrah.
I'm definitely gonna be V.O.D. C3 because I'm about to kick your fucking ass.
I was about to get here. Shooney the Rapper and Farrah Funeral versus Beretta Blaze and C3 this Friday. You know what I'm saying? This Friday is home in Texas, Houston, Texas. You know, salute to that, man. Like, how you feeling? Y'all ready? You and Farrah, y'all ready to go? Because Shooney was back.
We're going to have some fun. I'm ready. As you guys know, I battled Beretta and C3 already.
That's a fact.
So this is just, this is going to be a really fun battle. And I'm sorry not to cut you off. I seen a question where somebody said, how did we get the name Funeral? I don't remember the exact fan
Shout out to the chat.
It, but it was a fan who put together Shooney and Funeral and started calling us Funeral. And we was like, oh, that's cute. And it just stuck. So don't start lying. If you are the fan who named us, shout out to you. Get it tatted so we know it's real. You know what I'm saying?
But you versus Beretta Blaze this Friday, excuse me, I'm putting fire on Friday at the same time.
Yeah, that's going to be a goodie. That's going to be a goodie.
The Houston barcode, you know what I'm saying, a day before Nome, so everybody's going to be out there to see that. I know.
Yeah, y'all know God Mode is good together, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, they're good together, so.
They out here kicking ass.
It's going to be exciting to see, and all of our 2-on-2 matchups that we've had thus far have fallen apart. We literally, being one of the best 2-on-2 teams, only had 2, and then the other 2 that was set up never happened. So, You know what I mean? Let me not jinx this one because we're very close to it.
Yeah, this is happening this Friday. It's going down like Chinatown. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, facts. But thank you, Shooney the Rapper. I appreciate you on the show.
I appreciate it.
I think we covered a lot.
We did. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. I was trying to read and shout y'all out. Rebirth, Demon, Shantae, thank you. Taya Baby. I said you black bitch. Impin' Pimpin'. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Hi. Oh, that's Bam. Hey, Bam. You got different names on everything. I'm tired of you. Untried or Tired 215. Hi. There we go.
There's a person named For My Ladies on there. Who is that?
That's T3, fool.
I know that.
Oh. Kayla, Danielle. I can't see very well. Love you too. Holly on Demian. Shout out to y'all.
Thank you, Shooney. We appreciate you coming here, man. And, listen, man. Conversations with a Queen. We covered pretty much everything with Shooney.
Thank you.
We'll have her back for another conversation sometime later down the line where she's putting more things added to her career and stuff like that. But
the next one will be a fist fight if you don't set up me and somebody.
I don't want none of that smoke ever again.
Oh, Haley, baby.
But,
all right.
Yeah. Thank you, Shooney. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Later. Shout out to Shooney, man. That's definitely sis. Little sis. Shout out to Shooney. With that said, conversation with a Queen. I'm out of here. I'll see y'all in the next one. Leave in the comments on the Queen of the Ring joint who you feel like you want me to conversate with, and I'll get them and take it from there. With that said,